Starting. Hello, welcome to Craig Couch. I'm Michael.
And I'm Skyler.
And we are still Blazing Souls, which we probably said before, but it's been a week since the last time we got to this weird ape island, and I forgot the button. There we go.
I forgot you had bubble armor.
I do. Also, we were going back through and listening to, just as a reminder, what we were talking about last time, and apparently there was an anglerfish story. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I got nothing, man.
It probably has to do with how, if I had to guess,
Yeah.
because I tell this story all the time, it probably has to do with how they procreate.
Yeah.
But we're just going to leave that alone.
Yeah, venture at your own demise into that content.
I mean, honestly, at this point, if they're, unless somebody has just like magically shown up in like the middle of this series, they probably already heard it. And so, you know, that actually is that's kind of a weird thing to think about, that like, and I mean, I guess this is true of all,
I forgot about tornado.
yeah,
words.
right. Of all like movies and things like that, where, you know, you're watching something, and this is strangely relevant to another comment that I guess this is staying pretty much on point about recorded media, because we were just, like I said, listening back. But like the idea that somebody at a completely separate time can be watching what's going on. Like this will look, if you're watching this after these episodes have released, especially if you've watched them like far in the future, when, you know, hopefully this is successful, but really we'll just be hobos on the side of a corner because nobody watches YouTube videos like this.
I mean, I have a job, so I'm gonna be all right.
But yeah, like there is a week to a week and a half in between when this episode and the previous episode were recorded.
Monkey.
Yeah. But for anybody watching this, it might be
Like
5-10 seconds.
Thing. Yeah.
You know, what's like whatever the length of our opener is.
The autoplay.
Yeah.
That is a weird to think about. It's like me. I have such trouble. I adore certain current shows, but I have such a hard time like keeping up with them as they're going on. And then usually, like, once I finally know they have a conclusion, I'm like, time to binge the entire thing.
Yeah, I mean that's me too. Like I generally prefer binging. Ed Womp has released.
You know what I
a
really
remix
want?
statue.
I
What do
really
you
just
want?
want there this moment to be like, you released a merman, and it's just Ben Stiller.
Oh God, you had to bring up Ben Stiller. Okay, I feel compelled to share this because again, I'm probably the only one that cares.
Did Ben Stiller like hurt you? What?
No, okay, look. I have, and I want to make this clear, like this is completely irrational. I have no personal connection to Ben Stiller. I have found some of his movies amusing. But his face upsets me irrationally. I want God, I don't like his face in very extreme ways. And I don't understand it. I fully acknowledge that this is a completely irrational thing. Damn it.
That's okay. We can just keep talking to her.
No, like Ben Stiller's face has distracted. It's not even here. Like it's just in my head. Like this.
I hope
like this.
you like meet him one day, and he's just like the nicest person to you. You're just
and
like,
that's the worst thing. Is it's like if I meet him, I would be completely cordial to him. I could be 100% good with Ben Stiller, but it would be hard because now, I mean, if I ever meet him and somebody ever tells him this, he'll know. Which, you know, there's like a -% chance of that happening. So
there's a bearded man on the internet that thinks your face is a
great.
problem.
So like every man on the internet.
Oh,
and it's totally irrational.
because you're a beard.
Hey, wait, what? I guess I better tell Allie.
No, she's always known.
What?
Or we've always known. Anyways.
What? But no, like it's I have nothing bad to say about him, right? Like it's not even that.
No, I know.
But that's why it's irrational. Like it's a completely like strange thing. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I need to pick up in here.
What's that?
A little jumpy fish.
No.
Well, I didn't know the world underwater looked different from the world above.
I did not know you could do that voice.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
I'm a fish.
I don't know.
Don't eat me, bro. I'm a fish.
Oh. It's very.
Are you the herb maid? Yes, you're the herb. Yes. That is a lie.
Medical herbs are very rare.
I
can't
can
give you
come
many.
back and get a medical herb anytime
as long
I
as
want.
you don't have one. Right?
Yeah, it's just you can only
So
have one.
could you
at a
like
time.
use one right now to heal yourself and then immediately get one?
Yes, I could. In fact.
Just looking out.
Right, I have to send it real quick. Doop. What's the item button? Maybe I can't.
That's right, because it uses automatically whenever you're about to
Yeah,
die.
you know, there's a piece of me that thought there was actually a button for that, but I just pressed everything on the controller and nothing happened. So guess not. Let's see. Do we need to talk to anybody else around here? It's not the talk button. I am the Queen's maid.
That's what happens when you're like playing other games to warm up first. And
Man,
then-
I've been playing so many games like that's right, sunken ship. Please save the queen.
See, what always screwed me up was because every now and then I'd play through Final Fantasy Tactics and they use the
Mhm.
circle button as the like OK button. Which
Yeah. Well, and that's if I remember correctly.
this is like the A and B of a Nintendo,
Oh,
right?
She healed me. Cool.
Oh, baller.
Well, it's if I remember correctly, it's actually that there was a different, and I don't know this. I don't think this was deliberate on anybody's
Fuck
part.
you, Barnacle.
Barnacle. It's a urchin.
Oh,
Looking urchin.
Yeah,
We're looking
it
for
is.
urchin.
like Urchin for 200.
But if I remember right, it was that. So Japan actually
Whoa.
uses little electro manta rays. Japan actually uses the opposite standard from the United States. I don't actually know where or how that began, and this was also like specifically, I think this was Sony era because, or like PlayStation era because on the NES, you had two buttons, so it
Yeah.
wasn't that hard to figure out. Like start was pretty much universally the menu button.
Yeah.
The Super Nintendo, it was still kind of no man's land in a lot of ways. Like it was whatever people wanted for the most part, especially with RPGs because they were almost exclusively Japanese. You usually used the top button, which I think is X, because
yeah, because it's like X and Y.
yeah, it's like it's backwards. It's like BAYX, or backwards from what we would normally read. But so that didn't really end up having too much.
What's the power bracelet?
It's the opposite of the shield bracelet, which is the defense increaser.
Oh.
Power bracelet is the attack doubler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
But anyway, so like Super Nintendo, people just did whatever the hell they wanted most of the time. Yeah, see how fast that shit died?
Dang.
Boom!
That one
But
did
so-
not come to play.
Once you get to the PlayStation era, when you get a lot more genre blending and a lot more kind of pieces coming together, like RPGs start looking a little more action-y in some cases. Sometimes they stay more standard. But
God damn it! I just spilled water all over myself. Continue your story.
no, it's all
sorry.
good. But also, like, action games start having more RPG elements. Things like menus become sort of indistinguishable, or they initiate becoming indistinguishable. So more standardized control schemes just make sense at that point.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
somewhere,
that's like any first-person shooter today.
yeah. And actually, it's kind of interesting when you go back and look at a lot of that, because the oh, right, we're getting close to the boss here. It's interesting because, like with first-person shooters, because there are still differences in modern stuff, but there's a lot of similarities, like in terms of like what button you use to aim, the way that sort of shit works, right?
Yeah.
And that's because there's just some stuff that, like, ergonomically from the structure of your hands in a controller makes sense. PlayStation era, it was just like, what the hell ever.
I knew it was going to be a pirate ship.
Oh yeah,
Oh, those are enemies?
Yeah, this is... Oh, God, it's been a minute since I've fought this boss. This is actually, like, one of, I feel like, the more challenging bosses, at least in part because it gives you this stupid obstacle course right before you get to him.
Oh, like you have to go through this every time you want to fight him?
Yeah, well, and, like, these
man.
little things, like, shoot fire at you. You got to go all around this nonsense. Like, this is really interesting as far as a step up from everything else. And then these things, they don't die.
They just kind of go away for a minute.
Yeah, anyway, long story short, circle as, I think circle is cancel and X is accept was the American standard, and the reverse was the Japanese standard.
Whoa, that was not the boss I was expecting. Oh, gosh.
Oh, God, that's right, he hurts. See, this guy...
There's a problem.
He has...
Damn, that was a lot of life.
Yeah, he has this, like, huge movement arc when he backs off, and it's been a minute, and I forgot.
Yeah.
So we just got to run all the way over here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine. I've still got my herb. And these hands are like, whatever. Well, we're just...
Ain't gonna touch it.
Yeah, we're just not going to risk that. But yeah, the circle square doodah was... Yeah, that's why that happened. Because basically PlayStation... Oh, hey, cool.
Decided to buck the trend.
Well, they hadn't quite set everything up yet. Yeah, we're just going to stand here and chop this. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, the hand got me, but, it's not going to matter because this guy's going to die. Oh, you know what?
I was about to say, you could put your...
Yeah. Well, and I think that makes these hands die faster. Or not.
Yeah.
What if I stand here?
Yeah, it's like give yourself a couple more swipes. Although he's about to go down,
Yeah.
so that's good. Oh, shit. Nice. And of course he explodes.
There we go. Yeah.
Like every good...
boss that
Yeah.
is somehow combustible internally.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, that's...
You released the queen!
Woo! Queen! Does she have a name? A beautiful voice came from inside the palace. I am the Mermaid Queen. I know not who you are, but I know that's not beautiful. But thank you for releasing me. Please return to the palace.
You were doing some voices I have never heard you do today.
Oh.
Pfft.
And then, of course, right back
Yeah.
to the pirate ship. And we gotta walk... Wait, do I have to... Yep. Get off the stupid pirate ship.
For a boss,
Okay,
this had the most like muted music.
Yeah, and I also this is also really goofy, like one gem. I don't understand, this happens where they just like have troll chests in this game for some reason.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Well, the boss music was more extreme. It was the standard boss theme.
Okay.
This is just the undersea theme. This is really interesting though, I think, on like an art level, because we mentioned this several episodes ago about the way the art and the palettes work in this game, but like nowhere else in this game are you going to see basically any of this.
There's been a lot of unique sprite work in
Yeah,
this
and
game.
it's really interesting just how much work, they had to put into this in order to God.
Yep, down there.
Yep,
up that.
yep. Sitting here trying to talk about how pretty this fucking maze is.
Yeah, if you thought we were just exploring it to show off.
No, like there's nothing here. There's like the stupid one gem troll, and then we're done. That's okay. It wasted a little bit of time. Get us a little close to the end of the episode.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, it was like that little like turny, the like gear elevator thing that you use that you said only one of them's in the game.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, they actually like invested quite a bit of like animation and stuff into that to make it a pretty elevator.
Hello, mermaid. I've heard about you from Lou. You were the one who saved me. Everything started when I saw the jewel that Lou had. She's getting, I think, more southern here. One glance at the blue stone caused desire and hatred to overwhelm me. Yeah, there we go.
You heard the new Dolly Parton album?
Mm-hmm. Right after that, the creatures disappeared and the monsters took over. Maybe because we let bad feeling dominate us, we created the monsters ourselves. I will give you the blue stone. Please travel to other... Okay. Oh, that's right. The brownstone. That's all rooted from the brownstone. Oh, man. I forgot about that.
How many stones?
What's that?
Sorry. I had to stifle a yawn. And if you're yawning at home, you're welcome. How many stones do we have now?
3. This is level 3.
Okay.
And next time on Crit Couch, we're gonna head to level 4. You dick.